guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. This is Jazzy Nail Spa and my name is Jasmine, and today I'm going to be showing you how I basically go ahead and take off these acrylics that I have on. As you can see, I have these stilettos on from that pink butterfly nail charm video that I did still. So I'm just going to go ahead and start getting these removed. So I'm basically just going to go by first going in with these nail tip cutters, and I feel like this is easiest to go ahead and cut these with rather than nail clippers. And as you'll see, as I'm going, I won't be able to cut all the way down as I'm doing with some of them, and for that I'm just going to go in with my e-drill, and I'm going to just drill that down so I can, or not drill it down, but file it down so I can make it easier for me to go back in and cut it. And now I'm going in with my medium grit file, and I'm just going to go ahead and remove that acrylic from there so I can cut that back down. Now I'm going to be taking 100% acetone. You're going to want to make sure it is acetone, not nail polish remover. And you're going to just go ahead and put a little bit on the cotton balls and put those on your fingers where the acrylic is. And then I have these little aluminum foils that I just cut from regular aluminum foil rather than buying it from the box. And I'm just going to wrap that around my finger, and you're going to let that sit for about 10 to 15 minutes depending on how much acrylic you have on there. If you have glitter acrylic, I would probably recommend leaving it on for a little longer, or coming back, taking it off with the file, and then putting it back on there for like another 10 to 15. It's been about 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and remove those foils off of there and use my medium grit file to take off the rest of the remaining acrylic that didn't come off with the acetone. And I have this clip in real time so you can see how slow and gently I'm going when you're removing this acrylic that's remaining on the nail, because you don't want to ruin the natural nail. So make sure you're going very slow and very carefully and gently when you're doing this. guys will see, it'll look as though I still have some remaining acrylic on there. I actually don't. If you watched my previous video, or maybe the video coming up, I'm not sure what video it's going to be in when I upload this, I did have really bad eczema this summer, and that also included the front of my nails, like the very tips of my fingers. So that kind of messed with my cuticles and everything like that. So my nails kind of got messed up during the summer. So I ended up going ahead and putting silk wrap on there, so that way they can just grow out and just I can leave them alone and not have to worry about them breaking underneath while I have my acrylics on. So that's what that is. And cutting down a little bit of that silk wrap that I had on my nails, because my nails have grown out a little bit since then. And I'm gonna go ahead and get my manicure bowl and this super nail cuticle softener and remover, and I'm gonna go ahead and fill that bowl with warm water and add some of that cuticle remover onto my fingers. You never want to put the actual tip of the applicator or whatever you're using onto the actual finger, so you just kind of pour it on there, and then you're going to leave the fingers in there for about 5 to 10 minutes depending on how bad the cuticles are. My cuticles are pretty bad, so I left them in there for about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to go ahead and get my metal cuticle pusher, and I'm just going to push back my cuticles, and then I'm going in with my cuticle nipper and going ahead and taking the rest of that cuticle off that I couldn't get with the scraper that's on the other side of the cuticle pusher. Go ahead and start cleaning up the underside of my nails. You always want to make sure when you have a client that you clean up the underside of their nails, because depending on the design you do, you know, you don't want to see all that dirt and nastiness under there, and you also just want to make sure that you have a nice clean nail to, you know, it's like a clean slate, you know, so just make sure that the underside of your client's nails are clean. natural nail file in the 180 grit. You want to make sure it's a 180 grit, because if you use the acrylic nail file, which is like the 100 to 80 grit, that's going to mess up the nail, and you don't want to do that, especially when you're trying to repair the nail. And when you file, make sure that you go in one direction. I know you see me going in two, but that's fine. Just make sure that when you're ending, like your final strokes for your filing, you go in the same direction, because if not, you're going to be growing out the nail in different directions, and it's just going to mess up the nail in the long run. And now I'm going to be going in with my little cuticle bit, and I'm going to be cleaning up the rest of that cuticle area and nail area that I could not get with the cuticle nipper and the cuticle remover pusher thing that was on the other side. I can't remember what I called it. The cuticle scraper, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with that cuticle bit, and I'm just gonna clean this up. And then to end it all off, you're gonna want to make sure that you put a little bit of cuticle oil, and just make sure, like I said before, do not put the applicator to the actual nail and finger. You can use a cotton, you can use like a reusable brush, whatever the case may be, something like that. Just don't put the applicator onto the actual nail. And now I'm going back in with that nail file, and I'm just cleaning up that front of the nail, just so I can make sure it's as nice and crisp as possible. I didn't want to go too down as well, because I didn't want to also irritate my fingers, because I still have eczema outbreaks from now and then. But this is what my nails look like after the manicure and nail removal of the acrylics. So yeah, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like below and comment and subscribe. Thanks.